Hi, I'm Nate the Maker, and today I'm going to be making a replacement part for my 3D printer. My 3D printer has this wide belt tensioner, and what this does is it sits in the front of the 3D printer and holds on to the belt at one side and has a set screw on the other. And then when the set screw is tightened, it tightens the tension in this belt that holds on to the heat bed. This is a very important part of the 3D printer because without it, the belt is really hard to tighten. You have to do it manually and you can't adjust it after it's been attached. And you need this belt because the 3D printer needs to be tight to make small, precise changes in the Y so that the printer head is in the exact spot where you need it. Now this is the third one that I've used, and it's been made out of plastic each time, and it continues to break. Now because this is so crucial to the 3D printer, I'm making it out of metal so it doesn't keep breaking, because when this does break, I can't print a new one. So I think the hardest part of this build is going to be recreating this piece, and so I'm going to start there. Now this piece is going to be 2 of the 1/4-inch rods screwed into this back plate. It doesn't seem very difficult, but there's going to be a lot of stuff going on in this little back plate, especially with these 2 threaded rods. So we're going to start there. So as you can see, they're now the same length. They're nice and square because of the square angle on the sander. So I have the tap. What I gotta do is find the correct drilling hole for this tap. So it'll be a hole that's a little bit smaller than 3 millimeters. And then when I put the tap in, it'll add the threads into the hole and cut out the unneeded aluminum. Okay, so it's now not super pretty by any mean of the word, but this plastic piece has now been made out of metal. So I still need to put this backing plate right here. But that should just be a simple cut of this piece, and it sends 2 holes through it, and then we'll have this back piece. And I'm also going to tap the back piece. You'll notice that there's a nut on the back of this bolt right here, and that's because the plastic isn't threaded. So what I'm going to do is thread the back of this plate so that we don't need this extra nut on that side. So I'm going to cut this, make 2 through holes for these 2 bolts, and then make 1 tapped through hole for the set screw. Now I have this piece, and what I'm going to do is drill 2 holes on this face for these posts to go through, and then 2 holes in this face on the bottom so I can mount these 2 to the printer. got clearance underneath this thing, so it goes all the way over. Now this thing is not pretty in any way, but it will work. And that's all we needed for today, is to get this printer back up and running, and this to not fail anymore made out of plastic. Thanks for following along on this quick build. The attachment's been working great, and here's to hoping that it won't break because it's made out of metal now. If you enjoyed that project, there are several other videos on this channel you can go ahead and check out you might like. I'm Nate the Maker, and I'll see you next time.